let's discuss finding the y-intercept from a very special form of a line, namely what we call the slope-intercept form. The slope-intercept form of a line in general is y equals mx plus b. Any linear equation, if you isolate the y and simplify appropriately, will be written in slope-intercept form. One huge advantage to slope-intercept form is that it isolates an m and a b constant, which actually represents something in the graph. The m represents what we refer to as the slope, and the b, yes, represents an intercept, but a very specific intercept, namely the y-intercept. So this is the motivation for the name, the slope-intercept form, is that when you isolate y, one of the variables, in this case the blue variable, or not variable, sorry, constant, the blue constant m represents the slope, and the red constant b represents the y-intercept. So let's apply this to a couple examples. Find the y-intercept of the two lines here. Pause the video and see if you can do this on your own if you wish. But assuming you've taken a fair shot and tried it on your own, the y-intercept of the top line, well, the top line is written y equals negative 2/3 x plus 7/12. And the y-intercept was the b, was the number at the end. So let me put a box around this and say that the answer to this problem is 7/12. That's the y-intercept. As a coordinate pair, we sometimes represent this as 0, 7/12. But I believe in other contexts we just call it 7/12. Now the second one has a little bit of a wrinkle here. Our form required plus b, but this doesn't have a plus sign, it has a minus sign. So the way that we cover this, or we save ourselves here, is we rewrite this as 5/7 x plus the number negative 2/3. Adding the opposite, or adding a negative, is the same as subtraction. Adding an opposite of a number is the same as subtracting the original number. So now that we have it written in a new special form that actually has a plus sign in there, we can notice that the y-intercept, which is in red, is negative 2/3. You don't necessarily need to rewrite it as a plus sign each time. You can just recognize that when you're adding the b, the y-intercept is positive. When you're subtracting the b, the y-intercept is the negative of the number you're subtracting.